GoPro, start recording. All right, fellas, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. This is a continuation of the audio trials. So, I got a microphone and I got a digital recorder, and I didn't know that there was two different types of microphones. So of course the microphone that I got didn't work with the digital recorder. It worked with a cell phone. So I had to do some research. I had to find out what type of microphone that I needed, and I had to get that. So at this point I have a digital audio recorder in my vest pocket, and I have a wired mic clipped on to my t-shirt. So we're going to see. Now I got to figure out where the best mic placement is. I know if I get too far down, you probably won't hear it. If I put it up near my mouth, I figured the wind noise is going to drown it out. So I've got it behind, I got it far enough down that I'm hoping anyway, that it's behind the windshield, and the windshield is blocking the noise. That's what I hope. Of course, I won't be able to tell till I get home and upload it and sync it and put it all together and all that good stuff. So that's what's going on with this. I'm also going to try it on my full face. I just got to figure out a way to get it up in the helmet and secured. I think I saw a way, and I think I'm going to do that. They say just get some Velcro and just Velcro around the wire. So that's what I'm going to try with the full face. But today I got the skid lid, and so I'm just trying to check it out just to see, like I said, if this is going to work. But as you can see ahead, looks like it's going to rain, so we may get to test out the waterproof capabilities of this GoPro, even though the mic is not waterproof of any sort. That was another thing. You people that ride motorcycles, tell me if you do this, but I saw a thing the other day that said when you go around a corner, actually move your whole head. And when you move your whole head, I guess the theory is that moves your body, which moves your body weight, which helps you to go around a corner. Y'all let me know if y'all do that. Or they stay straight up like this and then just kind of lean with your knee, or press down on the handlebar. Y'all let me know what y'all do. Drop a comment down there. You motorcycle riders, tell me how you best navigate corners. driving Miss Daisy ahead of us. So yesterday was nice. It was supposed to rain, but I felt like poop. I don't know if I got some food poisoning or dehydration or sun poisoning or what, but I felt real dizzy. And so I didn't think it'd be a good idea to be on a motorcycle. Today, of course, it's been raining off and on. And it looks like it's not done raining yet, but I wanted to get out here. I don't mind it, actually. I don't mind it when it's overcast, because I don't like riding when it's hot. So I kind of like it when it's overcast, and that way it, the sun's in. As long as it's not raining, that's no fun either. Not long after I got a motorcycle, I got caught, and I think I had to ride about 20 miles with a t-shirt and jeans. So not only was I completely soaked when I got home, as you can probably imagine, all the water pellets are like bee stings. So it's not real fun riding in the rain. I do have my rain pants on, and I have my rain jacket in the saddlebag. So I do have it if, but I'm hoping I don't need to put a jacket on. And really the only reason I put the pants on is because I didn't want to put jeans on. So I could just put the pants on over some shorts. So for you new riders or people who don't ride, that's kind of a, I don't want to say unwritten, but that's kind of a rule with people with motorcycles. You kind of pack for everything. Because when you get on a motorcycle and the sun goes in, the temperature could drop 15-20 degrees. Or if you're in the mountains and you're in the shade, it gets cool. So yeah, you got to kind of just throw everything in there in your saddlebags, and that way, if it gets colder, you can put on another layer. That's another thing. You got to do layering. That way, if you get cold, you can put on. If you get hot, you can take off. But yeah, that's the main thing that I had learned but kind of forget a lot of times on how to ride a motorcycle. Or not how to ride a motorcycle, but things you do on a motorcycle. You got to kind of be prepared for everything. Whether it's rain or cold or whatever, just throw everything in the saddlebags. You can always stop, switch out. Speaking of switching out, another good idea is always have clear, not sunglasses, but clear glasses, amber or night vision goggles or glasses, and sunglasses or goggles. And it's the same thing with that. That way, if you get out and the sun goes in, or you're out at night and the sun goes down, you can always just swap out, throw on the amber. You can see at night. Or if you've got sunglasses time, but I've got some, weightlifting gloves, fingerless gloves, kind of give you a little bit of pad that, spring. You can use them in summer, but like I said, my hands get hot and sweat, so I don't. But you got your fingerless gloves, and then you got, your gloves with the full finger. And then I've also got some liners, so I can still wear the medium gloves with the liners if it's cool but not cold. And then you got your mid, or I don't know what they call them, over the, they come up over your wrists, and they're heavy winter glasses or winter goggles. Kind of the same thing with those. You can swap out from hot to cool to cooler to cold. Swap out, whatever gloves you need. But like I say, unless it's winter, I don't wear gloves. Well, let me rephrase that. If it's fall or winter, I wear gloves. But that's it. I'm not saying that you should do like I do when it comes to gear. You do whatever you think that you need to do to be safe, and it's all good for me. That's a whole different school of thought. You got your Harley riders that a lot of times just wear t-shirts and jeans and their vest if they're in a club. And then on the other hand, of course, you got the crotch rocket people that look like Power Rangers with the whole leather suit and the built-in knee pads and built-in elbow pads and built-in back. I don't know if they call them pads or protectors or whatever. Again, whatever makes you feel safe. I've watched a lot of videos when I first got my license and stuff, and I still watch a lot. And, you got the people that say, never wear shorts, never wear flip-flops. You might have heard the expression squid. That's the people usually ride the crotch rockets with flip-flops and shorts and a muscle shirt. I've heard the people saying wear jeans for protection, but then I've also seen the people say that regular jeans, they're going to offer a little bit of protection, but for the most part, if you go down wearing regular jeans, you're going to get just about as torn up as if you weren't, if you were wearing shorts. It's like you've got to have a special type of motorcycle grade. And I don't know if any of y'all got any of these. Comment down there and let me know. But it's like if you look at motorcycle gear, they'll have some real heavyweight jeans, and those are the ones that if you go down, it's not going to mess you up. But like I say, I've heard that regular jeans, they don't offer much protection at all. Now, again, like I say, they're going to have some protection, more than just shorts. But yes, definitely not gonna. You're definitely gonna have some road rash if you go down with regular jeans. So again, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just giving you the different options. You have to do your own research and have to come up with your own what you think is best. It's all good with me. Kind of same thing with footwear. Of course, you never want to wear flip-flops. I wear tennis shoes. Not the best option. You want something that, some kind of boot, not necessarily like a full boot, like cowboy boot looking thing, but at least a boot that covers your ankles, and something that's got a non-skid. That way, if you when you come up to a stop, the boots are going to give you some support with your ankle, and they're going to give you some support, with grip. So if you're on gravel, or if you're on, a rainy, whatever. Again, I've got some boots. I wear them when I want to look like a real bike rider. I'll wear those, and I'll wear my do-rag and my chain wallet. When I'm out and I want to show off, want people to look at me. No, not really. But I do have a pair of boots, and I do wear them. Mainly, again, in the winter time, or if it looks like rain, I'll wear them. So yeah, once again, it's just like anything on riding a bike. You got to figure out what works best for you. You got to worry about how much money you want to spend. Which brings me to the other thing that I forgot, talking about a helmet. I mentioned it earlier. The helmet that I've got is called a skid lid. I got it from a friend for $20. It's nothing but plastic. There's no crash protecting anything. It's just plastic on the top and liner in it. Again, not the safest thing, but I guess I just got so used to it that even when I wear a half helmet now, it feels like I got a big balloon on my head, and going down and the wind catching it, I'm always feeling like I'm doing this. So I don't like it. Again, not the safest thing. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you what I do. But I have also got a regular half helmet, and I've got a full face helmet, which reminds me of something. Again, those of you to ride, let me know. The helmet I've got is the first and only full face helmet that I've ever bought. So it's probably about 12 years old. I think I've read somewhere that after a helmet gets so old, you're supposed to just go ahead and replace it. I can't remember what the time limit is, but something about the stuff in it, it kind of goes away, or not goes away, but it doesn't do the job that it's supposed to do. It deteriorates. That's what I'm looking for. It deteriorates, so you're supposed to just replace it. Again, me being cheap, and the cheapest helmet that's DOT approved, full face, that I think I've seen is probably about $150. That's kind of a low-end name brand. Anything with like a real name brand, full face helmet, you're probably looking at Hit a rock there. A full face helmet. A decent name brand. You're probably looking at $180 for one with no frills at all. And then, of course, as you go up, they got something called a modular helmet that I think is pretty cool. But again, I'm too cheap to buy one. And then they've got, of course, the full face helmets with the built-in microphone, so you can talk to the person behind you, or you can talk to, if you're riding in a group, you can sing like so many of them, 6 or 8 or whatever. And they go up, I've seen some of those for about $600. So, I know that the hospital bills would be quite a bit more than $600. But I guess the way I figure it is, if I go down at any kind of speed, or if there's a car involved, I'm not going to have to worry about hospital bills, because I'm going to probably be dead on the side of the road somewhere. So, again, not a good idea, but I'm just telling you the way that my mind works. Another California rolling stop. I know y'all like that. But anyway, I just wanted to take y'all on a short ride. I wanted to try out this audio recorder and this microphone, and kind of see if it was going to work. I have a feeling that it's still going to be a whole bunch of wind noise, so I'll probably have to go back to just voicing over the GoPro footage until I come up with a couple $100 or so and get a new GoPro that I can plug a microphone right into. So we'll see. We will see once I get home. And upload all this and get it synced, and then get it uploaded to YouTube, and get it published and all that good stuff. We will see how it turns out. Kind of iffy. But anyway, once again, thanks for going on this ride with me. If you liked it, give me some thumbs up. Share it with someone that you think may like it.
Remember, until next ride, keep the rubber side down, be blessed, and peace.